Hey everyone, this is Mary. Thanks for joining me today. I've already done my base, so what we're gonna do today is just focus on contouring. And the reason why I want to just do that is because a lot of people don't even really understand what the point of contouring is and why. You can see that I've already set my face with powder in the areas that I highlighted. And what that means is that I took a powder, and I actually didn't use a translucent powder. This has color. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and it's in the color Buff Beige 130. And what I did with this is that I took a sponge, and it's damp, so I took a little bit of that and I set those areas to highlight and brighten it. And so I did the center of my face, down my nose, underneath my nose, and my chin. The rest of my face I haven't set yet because I want to show you guys how to contour. I'm going to show you this Wet n Wild contour stick, and this actually blends really well. I like to try drugstore brands and see how well that's going to work for me. And I've been using this all summer. And going into fall, I'm still loving it. I already have a natural shadow here, so I'm just going to go ahead and do those areas. And what that's going to do, it's going to bring in the areas where I'm contouring, and the parts that I've brightened already or highlighted, that's going to move forward. I had bought the highlighter stick as well. I'm not going to use this one today. But I do use it plenty in other videos, so you'll see how that works well. I already went over the areas that I want to contour, and that might be different for each person because everyone has a different face shape. Some people have wider faces, some have narrow faces, and some people have higher cheekbones. So that really all depends. And for me, I have a pretty structured face, so I'm pretty much just contouring the areas where I already have natural shadows. Some people that have larger or wider jawlines, they're gonna add more contour down here. I just put a little bit. I just like just a very small portion of that contoured. For some people, contouring the nose makes a big difference if they have a wider nose, but because my nose is narrow, adding contour is not necessarily gonna change the shape or make it look different. So I just like adding the warmth to my face, not necessarily trying to emphasize or change the shape. So I'm gonna be using the Morphe G3 brush, and this is a contour brush. It's really soft. The shape of it is kind of like oval and wide, and it's pretty dense, so this is great for blending. So I'm going to be blending it upwards because I want the contour to go up my cheek, and I want this area to remain highlighted. Just going to go around my face, bring that into the hairline. If you don't bring it into the hairline, it's not going to look very natural. So it's important to do that. I'm just doing small motions so that I'm not moving the product too much on my nose, so I want to be careful with that. Then I actually put some of the contour stick right under my lip because that'll make it push out more and make my bottom lip look a little bit more plump. I could use a little bit of help there, so Just make sure you don't put too much because you don't want to look like you have facial hair or a goatee or something. So you can see it just added a little bit of warmth to my face. The amount of contour that you want to do really depends on your face shape, but in general, around the forehead, the sides of the nose, the cheeks, and the jawline are the main areas, and if you would like, underneath the lip a little bit. Alright, now that we've done the cream contour, we're going to actually go in with a powder contour, and this is actually a really great color. It's the Benefit Hula Bronzer, and it's this is actually the travel size. It's pretty tiny. It's a pretty mid cool tone color, which is great for contouring. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and use this brush and just dip it in, and because it's narrow and thin, it's gonna work well for contouring. I'm gonna go over those same areas, and I'm setting those areas that I contoured. Again, going into the hairline, you want to make sure there's no white areas. Dipping that in again. Setting it is going to make it last longer. For some people, you're not going to want to do both, especially during the day. It might look a little too intense. But if you are going somewhere, going out, and you want your makeup to be set and not move around and last a longer amount of time, it is a good idea to go over it with powder. If you decide to just go over it with a cream contour, you can always set it with a translucent powder. That way it's not adding color, but it's setting the cream products that you used. Make sure you're contouring for your face shape and not doing it just because it's such a popular trend right now. We want to make sure it complements our faces. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll join me next time. Thanks!